This week's rant is on racism. This is an unscheduled topic. I wasn't planning on doing this, or at least not so soon, but due to some of my comments from my peers from last week's videos about me using the term black instead of African American, I thought I'd cover the whole racism thing now to kind of get that out of the way. I personally do not see what the big deal is over calling someone black versus African American. Now, if I were to call a person like a digging tool, not a shovel, a little bit smaller, or if I were to call them, a short rendition of a raccoon or something else, then yeah, I'm being racist. But black? Why do I have to call him African American? An ex-coworker of mine who happens to be black, I think, put it best. He goes, I'm not African American, I'm black. I'm not from Africa. I have no intention of going to Africa. I was born and raised here in the States. I'm American. And I think that's right. I mean, they are Asians, not Asian Americans, or since I'm really on PC, they're Chinese. And they're Hispanics, maybe Latinos, but not Hispanic Americans or Latino Americans. And once again, since I'm not PC, they're Mexicans. But, I get the raw deal of it all. I'm white. Am I European American? No, I'm Caucasian. Personally, I have no idea what the hell Caucasian really means. I also cannot spell Caucasian. Third, I don't like the sound of that first syllable. I get a special brand new word when everybody else is blank American. Sounds screwed up once again. Also, if you really want to get technical with it, I should be pigmentally challenged if you want to get PC about it. Pigment, is what makes someone darker. Well, for the most part, it's what makes dark people darker. The blacks, the Hispanics, the Indians, whatever else. That's what gets them their pigment. Their dark color is pigment. So I should be pigmentally challenged because I'm very pale. Actually, I'm even paler than what the camera makes me up to be. So I should be pigmentally challenged, And if you want to get technical, when I'm playing with my box of crayons, I should actually be peach. So, And then, for those of you white people that are, arrogant as hell, that white is the master race and it's the best race. Actually, no, it's not. If you think about it, white is a birth defect. I'll give that a minute to let that soak in. White is a birth defect. No matter what your religion, everybody is dark-skinned. Okay, you have obviously enough, we'll go with Christianity, Judaism, which has the same first part. And where did they come from? They're from the Mediterranean, olive skin. You have the Greeks, olive skin. You have the Egyptians, olive skin. You have the Africans, black. Everywhere you go, everybody is dark-skinned initially. White people are it's a birth defect. That's why everybody else has black hair with the exception of white people. Anything that isn't black hair, or gray or white later on, is a birth defect. So all these blonde-haired, blue-eyed people that think they're top dog and everybody drools over, you're looking at someone who has a birth defect. Now, granted, it's kind of, it's kind of the norm now, but it's still technically not supposed to be here. So that's just kind of my little throw at those arrogant white people, the neo-Nazis and the KKK and whatever else. That's just kind of my little throw to them. Your birth defect. Nice to think about it that way, huh? So anybody here who is not white, who wants to yell at someone who is white for getting on their high horse, just tell them they're a birth defect. See how that goes. So, just thought I'd clear the air over comments last week. This is actually kind of fun. I think I'll actually do more politically correct stuff next week. I'll just stick with racism this weekend. More specific stuff next week. So, that should actually be fun. So, tune in next week for more politically correctness.